A very good morning to everyone. This is A. Shubhangi Rao, working as an assistant professor in Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering in MLR Institute of Technology. In today's session, we are going to discuss about vector multiplication. Let's start. So, let us consider we have two vectors, vector A and vector B. So, there can be two types of product existing depend on the result of multiplication. These two type of products are, first one is dot product, which is also called scalar product. Another type of product is vector product or cross product. So we will discuss about both the products one by one in today's session. So let's start with the dot product first. What is dot product? Okay. So the scalar or dot of two vectors, vector A and vector B, will be denoted as A dot B, and it is defined as the product of the magnitude of A, the magnitude of B, and the cosine of the smaller angle between them. That means if A and B has some angle between them, so their cross product will be mod of A mod of B into cos theta, right? And the result of such kind of product means the result of dot product is always scalar. That is why it is called scalar product. So the dot product of two vector is always scalar product. Okay. There are some properties of dot product. First property is, if two vectors are parallel to each other, that means the angle between them is 0. In that case, cosine of 0 will be is equals to 1. In that case, we can write A dot B is equals to mod A into mod B. If the two vectors are perpendicular to each other, means they are like this. In that case, this theta angle is 90 and cos 90 is equals to 0. In that case, A dot B will be is equals to 0. Right? Third property is that the dot product obey cumulative law. Means the value of A dot B will be equals to B dot A. Right? Next property is the dot products obey distributive law. Right? That means if we have A dot B plus C, its result will be same as A dot B plus A dot C. So they are called distributive in nature. Another property, if the dot product of vector with itself is performed, means if we keep A dot A or B dot B, the result will be the square of the magnitude of that vector, means A dot A will be is equals to mod of A square. Next property, if we consider three unit vector such as AX, AY and AZ in Cartesian coordinate system, and all these vectors are mutually perpendicular to each other, in that case the dot product of different unit vectors will be 0. Means AX dot AY will be 0, AY dot AX will be 0, AX dot AZ will be 0, right? And AZ dot AX will be 0, AY dot AX will be 0, as well as AZ dot AY will be 0. Now, if any unit vector dotted with itself, it will be unity, means AX dot AX will be 1, AY dot AY will be 1, as well as AZ dot AZ will be 1. Another property, if we have two vectors, suppose in Cartesian coordinate system, so their vector product will be A dot B is equals to AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. And this equation we are getting by this law number 7 and law number 8. Right? Now let's see the application of dot product. To determine the angle between two vectors, the angle can be determined by theta is equals to cos inverse A dot B upon mod A mod B. Another application, if we want to find out component of a vector in some particular direction, for example, in this case, this is vector P and we want it in this direction, so we can write it as P dot A is equals to vector P vector A cos theta, or it can also be written as mod P cos theta, right? Another application is, physically the work done by a constant force can be expressed as a dot product of two vectors. How we can understand this? Let us take an example. Let us consider a constant force F which is acting on a body. It causes the displacement d of that particular body. Then there will be some work done, and the work done W will be the product of force and the component of displacement in the direction of force, and mathematically we can write it as W is equals to Fd cos theta is equals to F dot d, right? But if the force applied is varying along the path, then the total work done to be calculated by the integration of dot product, and in that case we can write the formula W is equals to integration of F dot dl, right? Now let's take one example. Two vectors are given. A is equals to 2ax minus 5ay minus 4az, and B is equals to 3ax plus 5az plus 2az. We have to find out their dot product, and then we need to find the angle between these two vectors. So dot product will be, as we have seen in the properties, it will be A dot B, and it can be written as ax bx plus ay by plus az bz, and we have ax is equals to 2, ay is equals to minus 5, az is equals to minus 4. Similarly, we have bx is equals to 3, by is equals to 5, and bz is equals to 2, right? So we will put it into this formula and we get A dot B is equals to minus 27. Now we have to find out the theta angle. So theta angle formula is cos inverse A dot B upon mod A mod B. A dot B we have already calculated. Now we need to calculate mod A and mod B. So mod A mod B means their magnitude, it will be written as 2 square plus minus 5 square plus minus 4 square. And B is equals to, we can write 3 square plus 5 square plus 2 square. So mod A we are getting as root 45, mod B root 38. So when we put everything into this formula, we can get theta angle is equals to 130.762 degrees, right? Let's take another example. One vector field G is given. We have to find this vector field at P231, and we also need to find its projection on B, right? So first we will calculate this given vector on at point P. So 231, right? These are the points. So we will substitute these coordinates of P into this vector. So y is equals to 3. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So it became 2ax plus 2x ay. X is again 2. So 2 into 2 is 4. So 4 ay. So this is vector G at point P. Now we need to find out its projection. So the formula for projection is equals to this, right? So before we find the projection, first we have to find out AB, right? This is the unit vector in the direction of B. And how do we find AB? It will be B upon mod B. So B is already given 5ax minus ay plus 2az, and B we will calculate as 5 square plus minus 1 square plus 2 square. We will get AB as 0.9128 ax minus 0.1825 ay plus 0.3651 az. Now we can find out the projection of G at point P on vector B. So this can be written as 2 into, because this is ax, this is with ax, so 2 into 0.9128 plus, next is this 4 into, because it is with y, 0.1825 ay, and there is no component of z, so we will write 0 into 0.3651. So ultimately we will get 1.0956. This is the projection of G on B. Now let's discuss about cross product. Okay. Now let us consider we have A and B, two vectors. So their cross product can be written as A cross B. And this A cross B can be written as the product of magnitude of A and B and the sine of the smaller angle between A and B. So that is how we can write it mathematically, sine theta an. And also the cross product will also be the vector product, so its direction will be perpendicular to the plane which is containing both the vector. Suppose these are two vectors, suppose this is x direction, y direction, so their cross product will always be perpendicular to them. This will be A cross B. So direction also we have to write, which can be written as an. So the cross product is A cross B is equals to mod A mod B sine theta an, right? And the direction can also be, it can be decided by the right hand screw rule. Properties of cross product. First property is the cumulative law is not applicable in cross product. Cumulative law was applicable in dot product, but in case of cross product, it does not apply. That means A cross B cannot be equal to B cross A. But if we want to write A cross B and B cross A, it will be with the negative sign, right? So we will reverse the order of the vector A and B and also a unit vector an. It will reverse the direction and it can be written as B cross A is equals to minus A cross B. Third property is cross product is not associative. That means A cross B cross C cannot be written as A cross B cross C. Now, if we talk about addition, this cross product is distributive. That means we can write A cross B plus C can be written as A cross B plus A cross C, right? Next, if two vectors are parallel to each other, that means they are in the same direction, the angle between them is obviously 0. In that case, the cross product of these two vectors will be 0 because sine 0 is 0, so A cross B will be 0. Another property, if the cross product of vector A with itself is calculated, then it will be 0. Next, cross product of unit vectors. If we take Ax cross Ay, it will be Az. Ay cross Az will be Ax. Az cross Ax will be Ay. Next, if we want to write Ay cross Ax, it will be minus Az. Az cross Ay will be minus Ax and Ax cross Az will be minus Ay, right? Also, Ax cross Ax, Ay cross Ay and Az cross Az will be equals to 0. Next, we can write cross product in this manner. A cross B can be written as Ax, Ay, Az. Ax is a component of vector A, Ay, Ax and Az. Bx, By, Bz are the components of B vector. This is in Cartesian system. This one is in cylindrical coordinate system and this one is in spherical coordinate system, right? So this is AR, A phi, AZ. This is AR, A phi, AZ. BR, B phi, BZ. This is unit vector AR, unit vector A theta, unit vector A phi, and this is two vectors AR, A phi, AR, A theta, A phi, and BR, B theta, B phi. Let's take one example. Let us take two coplanar vectors, means they are on the same plane. Okay. So, A is given as 3ax plus 4ay minus 5az and B is given as minus 6ax plus 2ay plus 4az. Here we need to obtain unit vector which is normal to the plane containing A and Y. Means basically we need to find out the direction of A cross B. So to find it, as we know, the formula of A cross B is mod A mod B sin theta an, right? So we basically have to find out an here. So what we will do here, first we will calculate A cross B, right? So A cross B will be Ax, Ay, Az, 3, 4, minus 5 and minus 6, 2, 4. And then when we elaborate it, we get the equation 26ax plus 18ay plus 30az. Now if we want to find out an, the formula is A cross B divided by A cross B. So already we have calculated this 26ax minus 18ay plus 30az divided by mod we have to take, so we will write 26 square plus 18 square plus 30 square and answer will be 0.5964ax plus 0.4129ay plus 0.6882az. This is the unit vector which is normal to the plane containing A and B. Now, let us discuss about the product of three vectors. Previously, we discussed about the product of two vectors. Okay. Now, let us suppose we have A, B and C, three vectors. So, their products can be written as scalar triple product and vector triple product. What is scalar triple product? Scalar triple product of three vectors can be written mathematically as A dot B cross C is equals to B dot C cross A is equals to C dot A cross B. And A is equals to simple AX, AX, AY, AY plus AZ, AZ. B is equals to BX, AX plus BY, AY plus BZ, AZ. And C is equals to CXAX plus CYAY plus CZAZ. So, we will check, we will write it like this. A dot B cross C can be written as like this. AX, AY, AZ in matrix form, determinant form, BX, BY, BZ and CX, CY, CZ, right? That is how we can write for B dot C cross A as well as C dot A cross B. So the result of this product is scalar and therefore this product is called scalar triple product. And always we need to take care of the cyclic order, means A, B, C, otherwise sign will change. Characteristics of scalar triple product is A dot B cross C will be is equals to minus B dot A cross C, means it can be equal but with negative sign, equal and opposite. Another property is A dot A cross C will be is equals to 0. means you have two same vectors and one different vector. So it will be 0. And the other characteristic is the scalar triple product is distributive. Now let's discuss about vector triple product. A cross B cross C will be is equals to B into A dot C minus C into A dot B. That is how we write vector triple product. It has some characteristics such as A dot B into C will not be equals to A into B dot C. But A dot B into C will be is equals to C into A dot B. This is fine. This is not fine. I mean, this cannot be. They are not equal. Another property, B cross C cross A will be equals to C into B dot A minus A into B dot C. Another formula, C cross A cross B is equals to A into C dot B minus B into C dot A. One more characteristic is there, that A cross B cross C plus B cross C cross A plus C cross A cross B, their summation will be equals to 0. Let's take one example. We have three fields given and we need to find out their scalar and vector triple products. Okay, so let's first find out scalar triple product. Let's find out A dot B plus C. How do we write it? A is equals to, we can write it as y component is not there, so 2 0 minus 1. B is 2 minus 1 2 and C is 2 minus 3 1. So when we solve it, we will get 14 answer. And if we talk about vector triple product, we can write it as A cross B cross C is equals to B into A dot C minus C into A dot B. So we can directly calculate it. First we will calculate A dot C, then we will calculate A dot B. A dot C we are getting as 3 and A dot B we are getting as 2. Right? So what we can write here, this B into A dot C will become 3B and C into A dot B will become 2C. And this is nothing but A cross B cross C. Now B and C we already have, so what we can write? B is 2AX minus AY plus 2AZ minus 2C. C is given as 2AX minus 3AY plus AZ. And when we solve it further, we will get answer as 2AX plus 3AY plus 4AZ. This is the answer. Thank you so much.